My daughter came home 4 years ago and told me that she was going to have a baby and she wasn't married. A million things went through my head. I felt bad for her. I felt bad for her family. I felt bad for the baby. It was all negative thinking. And I guess there was never really any question in my mind about whether she should keep the baby or not. But I'm sure that some of those questions went through her, some of those thoughts went through her head. And I'm so happy that she didn't. I look back now on those times and it's hard to imagine that something that I thought so negatively about has turned out to be so beautiful and so right. You know, this little girl that came into our lives 2.5 years ago has changed our lives and it changed our family so dramatically that it's hard to imagine her not ever being here. And she's been such a good baby. I mean, she hardly ever cried. She went to bed when she was supposed to and slept through the night almost from the start. And just the joy that I can't imagine ever thinking back 3 years ago, thinking that I was so worried about how the outcome of this whole thing would have been. The baby's father has never been in the picture except maybe for the first month that she was born. And I guess maybe I'm so close to this little girl now because I've become the male figure in her life. Not that I could ever replace her father, but every child needs a male figure in their life, and I've become that to this little girl, and her and I have become very close. And one of the strange things is something that could have been such a negative has become such a positive in a way that I would have never expected. And that when I had cancer and the doctors were too optimistic about it, and it was something that was very difficult for our family, because of the love that she gave us as a family, it refocused that feeling of desperation, that feeling of sadness that our family would have had, back to something that was positive. And another source of love and affection and caring. And I remember at one point when I first found out that I was sick, she was running around in the kitchen, and I remember there wasn't anybody else there. It was I learned the degree of my illness from a telephone call, and I remember picking her up and just holding her, and it was like somebody just said, you know, this is going to be okay because you've got someone else to love in your life, and you don't have to just think about yourself, that you've got your family and your daughters and now your granddaughter and your other grandchildren. And in that way, she's become such a positive influence on our family. You know, she's bright, she's happy all the time. You know, when I start thinking sad thoughts, she'll come in the room and just cheer everybody up. And I really feel like God put her here on this earth, maybe for some purpose, and maybe that was part of her purpose.
You're creepy.
Hi. So they're not going to be able to...